Greetings and welcome to Growth Hacking Secrets. I'm your host, Mohammed Siddique from Atlanta, Georgia, and the co-author of New Success Secrets available on Amazon. On this episode, we have a special guest, Bill McCormick. Bill is a social sales link trainer. I apologize, I screwed up. Bill is a social selling trainer at a social sales link. Please join me to give a warm welcome to our guest, Bill McCormick. Bill, welcome.
Siddique, thank you so much for having me on Growth Hacking Secrets. I'm so excited to be here.
Wonderful. Let me start with this. Where were you? What happened? Who you were surrounded with that inspired you to do what you do today?
So my wife and I started a promotional products company in 2013. And while I was the only one that had sales training, I became the de facto salesperson. Quickly, we discovered that LinkedIn was a place for us to meet our ideal clients. And so I began this journey of learning more about LinkedIn. I was able to meet Bryn Tillman, who was one of the top voices in LinkedIn training, and was really fortunate enough in 2017 for her to say, hey, why don't you join me at Social Sales Link and help other people learn what you've learned in leveraging LinkedIn to start more sales conversations.
Wonderful. And in future, in case you are ever looking for assistant to assistant, I can apply. Okay, just let me know.
Mm-hmm.
So what are the top 3 mistakes to avoid to grow your business?
Well, so we teach people how to leverage LinkedIn to grow their business. And really the top 3 mistakes to avoid are: first, don't pitch on LinkedIn. Don't connect with people and just pitch your product or service. You have to earn the right to have a sales conversation. The second would be, don't connect with just anyone. Have a philosophy, have a strategy around who you want to connect with and why you want to connect with them. And the third is just a general rule for me, is to try not to manipulate people, get people to do what you want them to do. People are going to buy when they're ready to buy, and we have to realize that.
Oh, really? What is your greatest failure story? What did you learn and how did you recover from it?
So when I was working with LinkedIn in the promotional products business, I had a lot of folks ask me how I was using LinkedIn. So I had this great idea that I was going to do training videos and sell them. Well, what I learned was people don't want to spend money on training videos and sit for hours at a time and read that and watch that. And so what I learned is you have to be ready to jump and to change course at a moment's notice. And I really wasn't able to do that. And that led to that company really not doing well. The silver lining, though, was it was through that experience that I got to know some people. I got connected with Bryn Tillman, and that's what led me to being the chief sales officer at Social Sales Link.
That's a great transformation. Before you answer this question, my question is, what are your top 3 success secrets that others can model from? Don't be stingy and give us your best ones. Okay, that's my only request.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
what are your top 3 success secrets that others can model from?
So the first is, don't give up. You have to be relentless, especially in sales. Listen, we get pushed down a lot. We get no for an answer a lot, but you have to keep going back to the up to bat, so to speak, and be relentless in your pursuit of whatever that is, whether it's sales success, whether it's, you're writing a book and it's writing success. You have to be relentless. The second is, you have to be yourself. I believe in God. And so I believe that God made me a certain way, and that being my authentic self is the best way that I'm able to differentiate myself from everyone else. It's the greatest differentiator. And the third is, you have to have faith in something that's bigger than you, that's bigger than you are. I have a faith in God. For other people, it may be something else, but it's got to be a faith in something that's bigger than yourself.
Is it okay if I ask a follow-up question and one of the answer on this?
Sure.
So as a salesperson, you get a lot of no's whole day, and eventually you once in a while you may get a yes. Is that right?
That's correct.
So let's do a role play. I say no to you. What's your next thing you're going to ask me?
Well, so it's not so much going after the person and being relentless to get them to say yes. And that kind of goes back to what I said before, is we can't try to manipulate people, but What it means is when you get a no, don't be afraid to then move on and go to the next person. We teach social selling, which is about building relationships, providing value, and being a resource, and understanding that the sales will come when the time is right. So if you say no to me, the time's not right. But now I need to go and find someone that the time is right for. I believe today in today's sales world, we're so fixated on the sales process that we've forgotten that our buyers have a buying process. And that's really where we should be living. That's where we should be spending our time, figuring out what the buying process is of our buyers and kind of catering to that rather than our sales process. And I've got to say this and say this and say this.
So see, if I understood correctly, you have to align the moment the sales process and buying process aligned, the sale happen. That's
correct. Yeah, definitely.
Wonderful. So Bill, you are not as good as you think. You are better because I learned a lot from you on right in this follow-up question. And we are about to get into lightning round. That means quick question and quick answer. Are you ready?
Yes, I am ready.
What are you grateful for today?
So I'm grateful today for my wife. She's my partner in business and my partner in life. I couldn't do anything that I do without her.
How young are you?
I am 58 going on 28.
Bill, you are not 58. You are 18 years old with 40 years experience.
Amen. I totally believe that.
What you want to do when you grow up?
What do I want to do when I grow up? I want to help people work for themselves.
How do you overcome a challenge that life throws at you?
I face the challenge. I get through the challenge, however way I'm able to do that and get over the challenge, get past it.
How do you start your day?
I start my day each and every day with prayer and with reading some type of motivational book. And then I find 3 things that I'm grateful for, 3 things that I'm anticipating for from that day, and whatever it might be a problem that might pop up that day, so I'm ready for it.
What is the advice you will give to younger yourself?
To make sure you work hard and that you go after what you want. Don't be afraid to take a risk.
Once you have a revenue generating idea, how do you convince your significant other?
There is no convincing. There's talking it through, getting feedback so that we both can agree that we either move forward with the idea or we wait on the idea. There's much wisdom in 2 brains.
What is the impactful book you have read and what did you learn from it?
Selling from the Heart by Larry Levine. And what I learned is that in sales, we have to be our authentic selves. We have to be genuine and we have to be real.
Why being impactful is important to you?
Well, being impactful is important because that helps me fulfill the vision that I have to help people become better each day.
Who is your mentor and what's the impact?
So Bryn Tillman is my mentor. And, I've learned everything I know about LinkedIn training and social sales training from her. And I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing today without her.
What do you want to be remembered for?
I think I want to be remembered for being genuine and being authentic and true.
Who is your ideal client?
Ideal client would be someone, vice president of sales and marketing or business development.
Of any industry?
Any of those 3, yes.
How can we support you?
Well, I would love for folks to visit our website, socialsaleslink.com, and there you can sign up for our free content library where you'll have access to master classes, past webinars, a whole host of LinkedIn training.
Yeah, here you go, socialsaleslink.com. We are about to wrap up. I'd like to have a few words about your experience on today's guest appearance. What would you say about your guest experience on the show?
I really enjoyed talking with you. Love the lightning round. I love being able to think on my feet really fast. And it really helped me think about, what I do and why I do what I do.
What would you say as a final word?
I would tell those that are in sales to make sure that you find out who you really are and be your authentic self and your true self when you're in front of your clients. Don't try to fit yourself into a sales mold that doesn't fit you.
Thank you so much, Bill, for sharing your wisdom with us today. On the behalf of Growth Hacking Secrets community and our entire team, we really appreciate you. This is Mohammed Siddique signing off from Atlanta, Georgia. Until the next episode, all good wishes.
Thanks, Siddique. Bye-bye.